This is a story of love. No matter what happens in life, they would always stick together. Many decades ago, Mike and Stella fell in love during their time in high school, and they decided they wanted to spend their whole lives together. They settled down in a rural town somewhere in the state of Connecticut, where they remodeled a typical American house into their dream home. After the work on the house was done, Mike was called to fight in the ongoing war in Vietnam. This didn't go well for him and he got severely injured and traumatized, but came home alive. After his return, he was unable to work, but Stella never let their love fade away. They went on to have a few children of their own. While Stella went out to work, Mike cared for the children. The house is filled to the brim with memories of their lifetime. They lived here all their lives until Stella passed away around the 1990s, and this left Mike to fend on his own in the last decade of his life. He stopped using the upstairs and only lived in the few rooms downstairs until he left planet Earth behind in the early 2000s. Today we will have a look into the lives of this loving couple and bring you their story for one last time.
Welcome back everybody to the Bros of Decay. I'm Leslie, behind the camera today is Danny, but he feels a little bit sick so he's not going to talk during the video. I'm going to do all the talking and show you around the house of Mike and Stella here in Connecticut, upstate United States. It's not upstate, it's just another state above New York that we were just inside. But as you can see, everything is left behind. Even in that driveway there, both cars are still left behind, completely decayed, under the garage where they once used to stand under. I believe this blue one might have been Stella, her car, and the grey one to the side must have been Mike's car, the war veteran's car. And the first thing I notice is this license plate of Connecticut, and here we can see the date when this place got abandoned. January 2000, 22 years ago. He had a ply mount vehicle. Oh, the decay is falling on there. Jeez, I love the blue one from Stella. That's a wonderful car. Look at this. Can you open that boot? Oh, looks like it's locked, but people try to open it up like that. Yeah. Love the chrome bumpers on it as well. And the lights. What year do you think this might have been from? 60s, 60s, 70s, yeah, something like that, right? Have a look at this. Even the logo is still on the side of the car. I think this door might open up, yeah. And here we can see the inside of this vehicle. Look at that, there's even an ashtray back here on the back seat. That's true because people used to smoke everywhere back in that time period. The driver's console. And of course, they had windows like this that you have to twist open. And this here to the side is their house, was their beloved house from Mike and Stella and the children that once used to live here, way before I was born. Completely overgrown now. Jeez. I think I'm ready to go inside, show you everything that's left in here, and tell their life story. This is gonna be a very interesting one. Mike served the country. He was an American veteran who fought in the Vietnamese wars, but unfortunately after he got back from his service, he got injured during the war, and he was handicapped for the rest of his life. His wife Stella took care of him, and they lived together in this place. As you can see, we are standing now in the patio. But there is a lot of things overthrown here. Everything is scattered everywhere. You're gonna see this in a lot of rooms throughout the house, but trust me, it's worth watching this video because there are a lot of rooms that are also still very pristine and hold a lot of memories of Stella and Mike, and also their children as well. I think, bro, we're entering here into their first room, and this must have definitely been the last room where Mike used to live. As you can see, he moved his bed downstairs. When people get older, they mostly move their bed downstairs because it's easier for them to just live on the downstairs floors of the house. And especially for Mike as well. With his injuries from war, he probably wasn't able to move a lot. And yeah, he would have slept down here. And this was his bed, his space. Even there are still some shacks left here. So I said his name was Mike, but his actual name is Michael. And that's probably like an acronym for his name. These checks were from 1989 and they were for $15. Jeez, $15. What can you still do with $15 nowadays? Almost nothing. I think this might also have been his coat that's still hanging here on the chair. This was probably the chair where he hung up all his clothes at night and then went to bed over there. I find it also very strange, Danny, that there is another bed standing over here. I don't know, there are a couple of mattresses on top of there and even a television. Maybe he put the bed here just to watch television from his bed. That might have been a possibility. Oh, look at these beanies. They're all hand knitted, as you can see. Wow, maybe Stella did this at one point when she was still alive. Yeah, definitely, even everything is left behind for it.
That's the midnight.
Really? Oh yeah, see, they were even working on a piece. I've never seen a device like this before. How would it work? Do you have any clue?
Yeah.
Ah, you have to spin it in between and then
This is supposed to be.
like that. Okay, I have no clue, but very interesting device. Never saw this before in my life. Wow, that's to quickly make a scarf or something like that, probably. Yeah. Even in these drawers are still some Christmas cards left behind. These don't have anything. Oh, this one has something written on it. Dear Mr. Gimal, this is to wish you a very happy birthday from a few Christian friends. Ah, Mr. Mike, this was his surname that I just read up, was also a very Christian person, as you can see. We're gonna also see it more throughout the house. A lot of junk here on the floor. Not gonna go in depth on that. Let's go further, Danny. You can see there's also a kitchen over here that's completely overthrown. But it doesn't really seem like they used it as a kitchen. A lot of... Where? There's a lot of gloves over here. Oh my god, yeah. Look at this. He used it completely as to store all his working tools, all the appliances and everything that he needed to fix everything around the house. Even some oil left here, or some paint remover. Yep. Mike used this as his working tools storage space. And over here in the middle, we have his bathroom. Look at that. Even his walking aid is lying in the middle there. He had a bathtub, a sink, and a toilet in here. And then in the distance over there, you can see a first glimpse of his living room. But that's for later. First, we're gonna go to the other side. And from that made-up bedroom area, we come into the dining space, or what used to be the dining space. As you can see, clothes on the ground everywhere, papers on the ground everywhere. I just believe vandals have been in this place looking through the things of Mike and Stella to steal something, and that's just so unfortunate. But it happens. People are like that, and we just have to deal with it. That's why we keep our locations secret. That's why the exploring society is such a secretive society. All the glasses are still in here. Some of them are broken, some of them are still in great shape. Wow. And I always love to see this, Danny. Like the wood is literally peeling off the cabinet. Yeah, you can also see it on the drawer here. Over the 22 years of abandonment inside of this place. Ooh. A lovely sauce dispenser. Still in great shape left here. England. It's made in England, bro. That's awesome. And I believe this doorway over here is gonna lead us into the basement. Yes, it is. Follow me. Ooh. Okay. Have to be a bit careful because the stairway is very steep. You can hand me the camera and I can... Oh, you good, bro? Okay. Okay. Yes, we're in. Oh, that's very steep. Danny is coming down the basement right now. Wow. Okay. Oh, look where I sat down next to. I forgot the exact name for this chair, but there would be some sort of a chamber pot inside of here. Now what I really love about this one is that it's upholstery to the side, and it looks like Mike took a tool and just cut it open like that, and then he could use this as a chamber chair. I'm gonna call it for now. Please let me know the exact name for this beauty over here. Oh.
It's stiff.
Yeah, over the years. These are his, oh, it even breaks apart if you touch it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But these are his hoses that he would put on, and they are watertight. Wow. Ah, I think this is for bees, bro. What's this? Yeah, like a beehive. Even still some pots with food left. That looks disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It looks like there are onions or something like that in there. Jeez. A very, very narrow basement. The height of it is also, you can barely stand up in here. They saved a lot of pots with food and everything to this side. Stella would prepare these, put these down here, and they're all still filled with food. There he is, our champions are like mushrooms in there. So champions is the Dutch word. Champions. Mushrooms in there.
Champignon.
Champignon. Wow. Look at this. Absolutely crazy. A lot of his working tools are also down here in the basement. But what piques my interest the most is back there, is the washing machine. This is where they did their laundry. Come over. Oh, before we go in here, have a look at this. It's literally dried up garlic lying on the floor here. Okay, welcome inside the laundry room. Look at this. This was that laundry machine. A very old machine. If you close it up, it looks more like a stove than a laundry machine. Then you can open it up, put your laundry in there. This is where they did everything. And from the top, it looks like, yeah, also like a stove, I would say, but then the cooktops over here. Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's go back upstairs. And over here, we have the front door of the house. Let's see if I can still open. Pretty stiff, but yeah, it still opens up. Okay. Here, the people were let into the house. There's even a chair standing there. What's it doing over there? That's a chair for inside of the house. That's one of those American reclining chairs. Jeez, this whole front porch has completely caved in. I think this door is the only thing that's holding it up anymore. Houses in the United States, they tend to deteriorate so fast. I think for now we have already explored like 40 places in this country. But still, it boggles my mind. After such a short time of abandonment, only 20 years, places are already falling apart. Look above you, Danny. It's crazy. The whole ceiling is caving in. Jeez. Okay. Here we got the stairway to the top floor. We're gonna take that one later. It's a very interesting part. about the house and also things about his veteran life are up there. But first I gotta show you a couple more rooms on the downstairs area. It's a very interesting hallway, come over. So I got mesmerized by what I was seeing. Have a look at this doorway over here, this arch shape, and then this curtain underneath here would close up and would close off this space, but it doesn't seem to function. Oh, I think I just... You're okay? You can come in if you want. This seems to be another front entrance to the house. As you can see, we have another doorway here right next to the other doorway. So what would they do with this space? I'm not sure. But later on, they placed these chairs here. It might have been some sort of a reading room, a listening room, because I can see a part of a vinyl lying here, a broken part. Oh yeah, of course, Danny just pointed it out. A couple more vinyls on the floor here, Columbia records, fantastic. Oh, nice chest. Very nice chest. How the way it opens. There's still some blankets in there. If I'm right, is this from a cello or a violin? I think it's to play this cello.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's big.
Wow. Absolutely fascinating. So these people were definitely also music lovers, for sure. You have another drawer to this side. On top of there, you have a little booklet that reads, "With a loving request for blessing, the Holy Apostles Mass Association has enrolled perpendicularly Stella E. Simal, same surname as Mike, and she became part of some sort of a religious community." Very religious people, like I told you before. See if there's anything in the drawers. Completely filled still. Everything is still in there. Another happy birthday to you card. Oh, that's wonderful. A loving message to her. Oh, look at this postage stamp that's on the top here. It costed $3. Oh my God. Now a postage stamp costs like $1 at least. And the Statue of Liberty is on there. Wow, that's lovely. Also a little night lamp still left here. Okay. Oh, this drawer. Have you seen this picture? This might have been one of their children. Probably still alive. I don't know why the children don't come over here and retrieve the items from their parents, but it's so saddening to see this. This door just literally falls off. It's literally like that. But, I know what this is. This is a storage space for vinyl records. Oh yeah, you don't come across these very often, but it's some sort of a storage space. A spiritual treasure. Oh, this is another one for Stella. Wonderful. It's from the Seared Heart Spiritual Society from 1986. Lovely. And even a couple of vinyl records on the floor. I'm gonna try to close this up the best possible way I can. Okay, it's probably gonna fall over anytime soon, but for now, it's pretty nice. Danny, let me open this up for you, and you can go further into the next room. I get it, you're going through a house, but why is it necessary to throw a full recliner in the hallway? Those questions I ask myself when I'm exploring abandoned places, but geez, don't do that stuff. There's another room over here, but it's completely overthrown. We're not going to go in depth into this. A couple of vinyl records here, with some nice blouses over there, but nothing of interest. Look at this, another one of those archways that's leading us into the next room. A lovely ceiling as well in here. This looks like some sort of a crown molding. Sounds like wood or something, or plaster, I would say.
Metal.
But me and Danny were already discussing, and we think this house has been renovated a couple of times throughout the years. You can definitely already see it from the wallpaper over here. Behind here, this used to be the original wallpaper, and later on, they added on this one onto the wall, as you can see. Yeah, definitely renovated a couple of times. We've just ended up in their living space, their wonderful living space. This room is still very, very pristine, with everything still left in there. Wow, this just brings us back to the 1960s, 1970s America. We just did this and we traveled in time. Lovely. Mike, his hat is still lying here. He probably used to wear this every single day. See if there's anything beneath here. It's a very interesting piece of furnishing, Danny, because you used to store your newspapers down here. You could take them out, sit on a couch, read a nice newspaper. Probably Mike used to do that every single day. Love this one. Now we have this beautiful couch, typically American again, I would say, with the flower design on there. And the only thing I'm curious about, wow, whoa. I literally didn't know that this was down there. I was just looking if it was a reclining chair, but it's actually a folding bed. But you can see, this was some sort of a wedding picture of them. I think this might have been Stella and Mike together on their wedding day, with their friends and family around them. This folds out to become a bed. Crazy stuff. Lovely table here in the middle. And here you would stick in like plants and make a nice flower bouquet. What do we have over here? These are encyclopedias. Lovely. Oh, what did I put up to? Wow. It explains everything. Okay. And then to that side you have to see we have another stand. But there's this vintage telephone left on there. I can remember my grandfather used to have one of these and he explained me at one point how to use these. So you put your finger, for example, in the 5, then you turn it till the end and that's how you would dial a number. Very interesting way to telephone somebody, and it probably would also take a long time to dial in a number. Probably a lot of my viewers still have used one of these telephones before. The electric broom. Can't explore an American house without one of these beauties. Let's see what the brand on there is. Regine. Interesting brand. Never heard of it. I was also looking at this encavement in here. Oh, this is sort of an encavement in the house. It's not a room. It's just some sort of a display to let in light and to display some nice artifacts or plants or something like that. But it has 3 windows. There's still like a little bird in the middle there. I always find it fascinating how people design their own homes. Nowadays, especially in the suburbs in America, houses are all the same architecture, all the same rooms. But back in that time, people used to build their own homes a lot of the times. And they all had their own ideas and then brought them into their house. And that's what I absolutely love. And that's why I absolutely also love exploring these houses. Another lovely stand over here. Mike got his bottles of liquor still left here. You can see there's still a little bit of liquor in this one. Some plants there and everything. Oh, bro, have a look at this air conditioning behind here as well. Wow. Also something typically America. We don't have those window ACs. Absolutely not. So many interesting artifacts all throughout this house. What's this, for example? I have absolutely no clue. It seems to be something that the lady would use, maybe for her hair or something like that. This is the Lady Sunbeam Vista. Do you know what this is?
I think it's a thing to breathe.
A breeder?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I have absolutely no clue as well, Danny. But let's just ask the audience yet again, like, maybe somebody knows what this is. This logo looks like the logo of Citroën, the French car company. Gonna place this back neatly over here. We got another lovely reclining chair. Oh no, this is not a reclining chair, but you can see there's a poof in front of it. So I think this might have been Mike's chair. Even his jacket is still hanging on there. Here he was relaxing at the last days of his life. Wow. Before we go into the kitchen, there are a couple more things I gotta show you in this room. Lovely lamp over here. And then these look like oil lamps, but are actually just electrical lamps. Underneath it, we got this lovely television. Let's see, a Zenith. We have seen a Zenith before in the United States. 1950s, 1960s television, and I love how they made it. It's like a piece of furniture. It fits in the house. Unlike televisions nowadays, they are designed to perfection. With the knobs over here, you didn't have a remote control, of course. And then a vacuum cleaner right next to it. Yet another one. Very typical for that era. I love that they put leather on the top of it. Where do I know this picture from? Is this Yellowstone? Danny is nodding his head. This is Yellowstone National Park. But what's most interesting about this frame, okay, just put it in. You can see Mike sitting on the couch over there in the corner of this frame. And that's exactly this couch here behind us. And you can even see the outline of the picture frame that used to hang up here if you look very close. That's crazy. And to this side of the room, you got another very interesting part with the lamp standing there, yet another television, and also the coats of Stella are still hanging here. The fur coats that she used to wear everywhere. Okay, let's go into the kitchen right now. By the first looks of looking into this kitchen, I absolutely love it already. This place, this kitchen, feels like it has been lived in like literally moments ago. It looks like they were baking something over here because the bag with flour is still standing open. It's still ready for Stella to make a nice meal. But as you can see, the date on there. Oh, is this the date, Danny?
Yeah,
It's from 2020? What?
that's not possible.
That's not possible. Does flour stay good for 2 decades?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. That's crazy. But it literally looks like they were cooking something right here and then. Even their measuring cups are still left here. Wow. Danny is looking again at the flour because he's in disbelief. It's crazy, right? 2020?
That's not right.
That's impossible because the label on it also looks like it's an old label.
Yeah, and it says best if used by
For 2022.
2nd of 27. There's no 27 month. Oh, it's
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. Have a look at this. The food pantry. Everything is still in there. All their cans of peaches, of orange juice, the coffee filters, and they're all slowly rusting away and falling apart and falling outside of the cabinet. This one probably, yeah, it also doesn't close up anymore. And even their little towel is still hanging here, just as if they did it yesterday. Should I?
no, you shouldn't.
But I'm still gonna do it. Oh, no, it's okay. There's still just some drinks in there. See, an old label of Pepsi Cola, completely filled bottle, this side there. Even the syrup and everything. I'm quickly gonna close it up because there is a smell coming from it.
I have a mess.
You have a mask, I don't. Yeah, I know. Kitchen appliances still hanging here. Wow. Look at this. And even all their dishes that they cleaned up. So Mike washed all the dishes, put them into the drying rack like we see over here, and they were never touched again. This is every single way how Mike left it behind. I always love to see, oh, Then he says that I have to open this cabinet.
Oh. Metal.
Oh, you were talking about the metal outside.
It
That's that retro American feel coming back.
It looks wood, but it's metal.
Yeah, that's true. I at first also thought the way it's painted, it looks like it's wood. But you can see the cabinets are all metal. But what's interesting inside of here, mouse, non-alcoholic beverage, still left in here. There's no date on this one, I believe. I'm looking for it, but I can't see any date on here. No. Lovely. Mike loved to drink a beer, but non-alcoholic. But yet again, let me first go a little bit deeper into this as well. Even his toothbrushes are still left in here and his shavers. Is this common that people shave and brush their teeth in the kitchen? Absolutely not common, right? I don't do it, but maybe other people, but it's absolutely crazy. And here we have the washing machine, and it just looks like Stella or Mike was putting in the blanket, and they halfway left it like this and never finished their job. Absolutely crazy. I love the knobs and everything from this washing machine as well. Yeah, it looks like he did everything in this kitchen. His brushes are here, everything is still here. Even the outlet to take things out of the oven. Wow. And then we have the dining table to this side with everything still on there. Even a pack of cigarettes from that era left here. Newport. His toaster back there. Wow. And he was probably reading this newspaper, as you can see. These were his glasses, and this newspaper is from 1977, it says on there. Wow. Durham's Leslie Rosso, perhaps. My name is on there. Wow. Might this have also been one of his last cigarettes? It's gonna turn it over. Yes, this is a Newport cigarette. You see the end from it here, so this might have been Mike's last cigarette. It might look disgusting, but this shows everything about this abandoned place. I love the seats as well that we have around this table. Lovely vintage American seats. And then the table itself, very retro. Wow, the silver around there. And then the place where he cooked all of his meals. The last pots and pans are still on top of there. You love these knobs, right? Me too, man.
Still works.
Yeah, I'm turning it around, like trying to change the time. It seems like it was still ticking. Oh yeah, exactly. Maybe you have to push it in.
No.
See?
Oh.
You can still change the time on it. Wow. Here he was cooking his last meal, as you can see. Maybe there's still something to eat for us. Tea kettle and everything still left there. The oven gauntlets above there. What do we have over here? It seems like a homemade bottle of alcohol. Oh, rubbing alcohol this is. The was prepared before COVID even hit the world. Sorry, Danny. Sometimes I make stupid jokes. And here we have the clock. The time stopped at 8 o'clock in the evening and never ticked a second again. Wow. Love the seat with the retractable stairs as well. Fold it up and put it out. And they even have this doorway over here that leads outside. Again, there's a doorway to the outside of the house. Ooh, a lot of junk on the floor over here as well. But the plants are already growing into the house. Okay. Wow. Mint kitchen. I believe one of the best ones I've ever seen. Lovely. It's time to go upstairs and show you that section of the house. So it's time to make our way up here. Oh, I have to watch out because this is very high, very low. And this is the way we make our way to the upstairs. You're gonna see it again, a lot of trash all over the floors and in the rooms. But there are a couple of rooms up here that are still very pristine. Now we definitely want to show you. So I get interested by an item, but it's just a coat hanger. Okay, let's first go to the first interesting room of this upstairs floors. And this sort of sitting area. Wow. And the first thing we definitely see when we walk into this room is Mike, his uniform. Wow. Look at the stripes. Even the buttons and everything has been chewed up by animals, as you can see, but still in a very nice condition. He had size 38. This smells like war. I don't know how war smells, but if this is the smell of war, then it's definitely this. Christmas balls, still in front of the rocking chair. Lovely Christmas balls. And all the purses of Stella are also still left here to the side. Wow. She loved these little tiny purses, as you can see. Some Christmas decoration. And even a suitcase over there. And from the hole in it, I can see there are still contents inside of this suitcase. So I definitely want to give it a try and open it up. Okay. I think it's locked up. Yeah, you can see the locks. Oh, I can open it like that, I think. Nah, I can't. Ah, yeah, I can. Ah, there we are. Oh, there's no content inside, but the inner workings of this suitcase are completely pink. That's why I thought there were still content inside of the suitcase. This might have definitely been Stella's suitcase. Let's put this back nicely over here in the corner. And this, Danny, is a very interesting vanity. There are so many pictures left on here that I'm going to show you all. Let's first start with Mike over here. This was a picture from Mike when he was still in the army, and this is probably the uniform that we just saw lying behind there. Wow, it looks fascinating. And here is yet another wedding picture of them sitting together. Oh, this is a duplicate of that one.
It's not duplicate, you see. Two photos. It's not duplicate. You see the film?
Oh yeah, I see.
Not the same.
Okay.
Just two photos next to each other.
So these are one of a kind.
Yeah.
Here's Mike during his duty. You can see him standing there on the left. Wow. Gonna kneel down for this. Some wonderful old pictures. This lady, this grandma, standing in the backyard somewhere. This might have been Stella. And here, see Stella again. And yet another picture of a lovely baby over here as well. Maybe one of their children. Who knows? So lovely. And this might have been Stella, her vanity, where she made herself beautiful in the morning. Look at herself, do her makeup. I was just looking if there's anything left in here. Oh. I at first thought these was pearls from Stella, but this is just Christmas decoration. Wow. Okay, let's go further. Another lovely jacket over here. Is this also an army jacket? No, I think this is just a normal jacket. Yeah, with a hat still lying on there. And then, of course, every American house needs to be patriotic. They always have flags inside, showing their love for their country, and I absolutely adore it. Americans, they absolutely love their country. And there's even an eagle on top of this flagpole, as you can see. Mike was in a severe health condition. He was disabled, so he definitely needed his crutches to go around everywhere. These were Mike, his crutches. Let's put them back nicely here in the corner again. Then let's go further. I see one thing behind you, Danny. A lovely red coat. of our beloved Stella. Some animal fur on the top of it. Wow. And here we end up in one of the first still-made bedrooms. The bed sheets, they are so colorful. Jeez, I've not seen this before. And look over here at the end of the bed. It's sort of a feet warmer that you could put at the end of the bed. I'm right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You think it's something medical?
Yeah, that's for air.
Okay. Victoria, it says on there. But again, I'm not sure. Danny thinks it's something medical. One of his pieces of clothes still lying here. Then we got a lovely chair to that side. Postcard. It's directed to Mike and Lettel. Who's Lettel? We have not seen that name before. Oh, look at this. So this one is directed to Mike, but this is definitely not Mike on there. Wow, that's a lovely postcard and a very old one as well. We have the Arc de Triomphe. Sorry, I was thinking about the name. And then a couple of patches. This looks like when you you are in the aircraft division of the army. See the propellers on there? Milton standard propellers. Maybe I was just a fan of this and got one of these patches. Lovely box. Absolutely love the design of it. Okay, we covered this room, and there's one more room that I gotta show you before we end off this video, and that's this one over here. Oh. Have a look at that. Third bedroom. There are in total 5 bedrooms in this place. 2 of them are overthrown, but this is one of the last ones that's still in nice condition. Again, more vinyls throughout this house. Sing's folks favorites, it says on here, and we got a vinyl record from the Metro in here. Oh, how do I close this properly? Couple of vinyls on top of there. And yet another piece of Christmas decoration as well. Wow. Does this type of brush have a special purpose?
Don't know.
Brush company. Oh, it's just made from a brush company. Oh, I was trying to open this drawer, but there's literally no bottom in it anymore. You can see animals have made nests all throughout this drawer. They take like pieces of the mattress and they place it in here to make their own nests. And I definitely think this used to be a children's room, because over here we can see all the little dolls and puppets from the children still lying around. These look like they are handmade, probably by Stella or by the child herself. A lovely beanie as well. Even the shoes are still standing underneath here. And these also look like children's shoes. Wonderful blue children's shoes made in the United States. And she also had this lovely bed, this colorful blanket on top of it. And a little beanie over here as well. Feels a bit weird to be sitting in Mike's chair. It definitely is, right? But still, like, I always try to relive the memories of the people and see me sitting here. This is how Mike used to sit here 20 years ago. We just documented his whole house, told his story, told Stella our story, and I think it was just absolutely beautiful to go through here. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Stella, for your lives. You are beautiful people. You served the country, and you should be very proud of yourselves. I hope you all enjoyed this wonderful documentary through their house, and I'm so glad that I could share this story with you. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this content, and also write me a nice comment down there. I will try to respond to it. There's also a link in the description for Patreon. There you can help support the channel and help me and Danny go around the world and explore all of these abandoned places. I absolutely love to do this. I will see you next week in another crazy episode, and I see you soon. Bye bye. Love you.